Welcome, everyone, to another exciting episode of our podcast. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a powerful tool that can transform your organization, the Balanced Scorecard. I'm joined by my co host, and together we'll explore how to implement this strategic framework effectively. So, buckle up and let's get started.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here. I've heard a lot about the Balanced Scorecard, but I'm curious, what exactly is it and why is it so important for organizations?
Great question. The Balanced Scorecard is a strategic management tool that helps organizations translate their strategic objectives into a set of performance measures. It's not just about financial performance. It looks at four key perspectives: financial, customer, internal processes, and learning and growth. By balancing these perspectives, organizations can ensure that their strategies are aligned with their operations and long term goals.
That makes a lot of sense. Can you give me a bit more detail on these four perspectives? I'm particularly curious about the customer and learning and growth perspectives.
Absolutely. The customer perspective focuses on how your organization is perceived by its customers. This could include metrics like customer satisfaction, market share, and customer retention. The learning and growth perspective, on the other hand, looks at the infrastructure and capabilities that enable your organization to achieve its goals. This includes things like employee training, information systems, and organizational culture. Both of these perspectives are crucial because they ensure that you're not just focusing on short term financial gains, but also on the long term sustainability of your organization.
That's really interesting. So, how do you actually align these perspectives with your organization's strategy? It seems like a complex process.
It is, but it's also incredibly rewarding. The key is to start with your strategic objectives. What are the long term goals you want to achieve? Once you have those, you can break them down into specific initiatives for each perspective. For example, if one of your goals is to increase market share, you might focus on improving customer satisfaction in the customer perspective and enhancing your sales processes in the internal processes perspective. This alignment ensures that every action you take is moving you closer to your strategic goals.
I see. So, it's like a roadmap for your organization. Can you share a real world case study where the balanced scorecard has been successfully implemented?
Certainly. Let's take the example of a healthcare provider that implemented the Balanced Scorecard to improve patient care and operational efficiency. They started by defining their strategic objectives, such as reducing patient wait times and improving patient satisfaction. They then aligned these objectives with the four perspectives. For the customer perspective, they focused on patient feedback and wait times. For the internal processes perspective, they streamlined their appointment scheduling and patient flow. The financial perspective included cost reduction initiatives, and the learning and growth perspective involved training staff on new technologies. The result was a significant improvement in patient satisfaction and operational efficiency, all while maintaining financial stability.
Wow, that's a great example. But what are some common pitfalls organizations face when implementing the balanced scorecard, and how can they avoid them?
One of the biggest pitfalls is not getting buy in from all levels of the organization. It's essential to engage leadership and make sure everyone understands the importance of the balanced scorecard. Another common issue is overcomplicating the process. It's important to keep it simple and focus on the most critical metrics. Finally, organizations often struggle with sustaining the effort over time. Regular reviews and adjustments are necessary to ensure the balanced scorecard remains relevant and effective.
That makes a lot of sense. Speaking of leadership, how can organizations get their leaders to fully embrace and support the balanced scorecard?
Leadership engagement is crucial. One effective approach is to involve leaders in the initial strategic planning process. This ensures they have a clear understanding of the organization's goals and how the balanced scorecard will help achieve them. Another strategy is to provide regular training and updates on the progress of the balanced scorecard. When leaders see the tangible benefits, they are more likely to become advocates for the process.
That's really helpful. Now, what about metrics and KPIs? How do you choose the right ones to track and measure success?
Choosing the right metrics is critical. You want to select KPIs that are directly aligned with your strategic objectives and that provide meaningful insights. For example, if your goal is to improve customer satisfaction, you might track metrics like Net Promoter Score, NPS, and customer retention rates. For internal processes, you could look at process cycle times or error rates. The key is to keep the metrics simple, actionable, and relevant to your organization's goals.
I get it. So, what kind of technology tools are available to help organizations implement the balanced scorecard more effectively?
There are several tools available. One popular option is Balanced Scorecard software, which can help you track and visualize your KPIs in real time. These tools often include features like dashboards, reporting, and data analysis, making it easier to monitor progress and make data-driven decisions. Another useful tool is project management software, which can help you manage the initiatives and actions associated with each perspective. By integrating these tools, you can streamline the implementation process and ensure that everyone is on the same page.
That sounds really helpful. Finally, how can organizations measure the success and impact of the balanced scorecard over time?
Measuring success involves both quantitative and qualitative assessments. Quantitatively, you can look at the KPIs you've identified and track their performance over time. Qualitatively, you can gather feedback from employees and stakeholders to understand how the balanced scorecard has impacted the organization. Regular reviews and adjustments are also important. By continuously refining your approach, you can ensure that the balanced scorecard remains a valuable tool for achieving your strategic goals.
That's a fantastic way to wrap it up. Thank you so much for sharing all these insights and strategies. I'm sure our listeners are as excited as I am to implement the balanced scorecard in their organizations. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, and stay tuned for more exciting episodes.
Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions or would like to share your experiences with the balanced scorecard, feel free to reach out. Until next time, keep striving for excellence.